Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Old Guy's Garage. Today what we're working on is a G35 Infinity, and we're going to show you how to install the rear brakes, pads, and rotors. And before we get to it guys, if you could please like and subscribe the channel, and definitely hit the subscribe button below. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so that we can start getting paid for some of these builds. It's quite a lot of work to film this stuff. There's a lot of content that we're trying to provide, and it costs money to actually do all these projects. So it's all right now privately funded, but if you can help us get to 1,000 subscribers, then we'll be able to get some sponsors and then get some of these projects funded. So if you could please like and subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and hit the post notification, the little bell that'll let you know when our next video comes out. All right, thanks a lot guys.
What is up, guys?
Alright guys, so we got the brake pads. We got this kit on Amazon that included the front rotors and the back rotors and the front pads and the back pads. Actually, Allie got a great deal. What did you pay, Allie? Do you remember?
I think I got it for 200.
Was it right? A little over 200?
Just below.
Just below 200. Look at these guys. All right, so we got drilled, slotted, and vented rotors. And Allie got a really good deal for these on Amazon. And so we'll put a link in the comments below so you guys can log on to Amazon and get this same kit. That was a great deal. You can't even buy factory ones for what she paid for this high performance kit. All right, let's put some, we're going to open these up. And we're going to put some brake quiet on the back. Look how small those pads are in the back compared to the front. The fronts are like twice that big. That's one side. Oh, and also here's a part number for the back rotors on the back, but we're going to put the link in the description for you. All right. Oh, you're going to need a 19 millimeter socket to get the back caliper off. All right, guys, you want to get yourself some disc brake quiet. This stuff is really good. And we're going to apply this to the back of the pads. This actually keeps it from vibrating and makes it so the brakes don't squeak. And if you want to know how to do the front brakes, well, there's a video that we did that's going to be right behind this one. So if you want to see the front brakes being done, just check out the video in our last episode of this car. You'll see us doing the front brakes. And you want this dry or close to dry before you apply it. Put these in the car. So you want to do this, like a little bit ahead of time so that they got time to dry. All right. So this is the top caliper bolt, and then there's one just like that below down here, and that's a 19 millimeter bolt. So we just got to break that loose. Okay. All right. I'm normally wearing gloves, but I can just feel everything better when I'm not wearing gloves. So that slides off like that. So we're going to want to compress the piston. We're going to want to compress this piston back. We'll take this one out. Okay, so let's get a pair of channel locks and we'll squeeze this back. And let's go open the hood. Do it. Alright, so you want to take the pressure off that, open that up, and that'll take the pressure out so that when you squeeze the calipers in the back, it'll allow the fluid to move a little so it's easier. You see that caliper, that pad moving? It's going back in. And this way we don't care about messing this pad up. You don't want to do it with your new pads because you'll ruin your pads. Alright, that's compressed all the way. Alright, let's do the other side. Alright guys, here's the old pads. These don't look too bad. They're ceramic pads as well. When you want to change them is when the pad, this part right here, is thinner than the plate. And right now these are actually still good for a little while, but they're getting close. So we're changing them to put the high performance brakes on there anyway. And the fronts were due, these were not. So, all right. Let's see if it comes off without any WD-40. I don't think so. All right. See where it's rusted? That's almost welded together. This is supposed to slide off right there, so we got to shoot a little WD-40 around there, and then in these corners right there, let it soak. We'll do the other side, and then we'll come back. That's all you need. I want to give a shout out to one of our favorite subscribers, Roy Hogan in South Dakota. Commented last time we did the front brakes because I actually shot a little bit of this on the slides for the front brakes, and he didn't think that was such a good idea putting WD-40 on the brakes. So just so you know, Roy, I didn't actually hit the brake pads or the rotor with this stuff, but I appreciate you commenting and giving me a hard time. I wouldn't expect anything less. There we go.
Ew.
All right. Just shooting this on there so we can get the lugs back on there good. We'll clean these up with a little bit of Scotch-Brite pad. Here's the emergency brake right there, and that squeezes this way. Turns out we had the emergency brake on, and that's probably why they didn't come off so easy. So I know you're going to comment, Roy. I know you're going to comment. So the e-brake, we just turned it off, okay? Go. Yeah, amazing how much. There we go.
We're going to put the rotor on now.
What's it called?
A rotor.
Rotor, okay.
Rotor. Rotor. Do I have to line this hole up with anything?
What happened to the British?
Do I have to line this hole up with anything?
That's a good question. Pull it back off.
It doesn't look so. Just a tad bit confuzzled.
Yeah, probably with that.
Oh, so I was right. Alright. Cool.
It's the emergency brake adjustment.
Ow, ow.
Can you see that? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Tia?
Totes my goats,
Oh,
man.
Mia?
What?
Okay. We got to take the plug off the other one that I threw out.
Do we
So
have to?
I don't know. Let's just.
We should. I'll go get it.
All right, guys. So our new rotors didn't come with that cover, which you want to line up with inside there. There's actually the. See if we can get it focused. Right there is the adjustment for the emergency brake. And so we're going to take the cover off the old ones. Just pop it through. There we go, just rubber cover. Alright, we're going to install it in the back side of the new one. Or just push it into the new one. There we go. Perfect. Alright guys, just wanted to show you. I was pointing to this on the other side. That's not the adjustment. That's how you take the shoe off. So the adjustment is right here for the e-brake. And thank you, Allie. The adjustment is right here for the e-brake. And you would flip this one way or the other. I'm not sure which way yet. But our e-brake is in an adjustment, so we're not going to mess with it. But you would normally go right through that hole in the rotor and then flip this. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this rotor on. And you don't have to line that up because you can just turn the wheel to where you get it lined up. So it doesn't have to be lined up with anything. Yeah, Roy, I know you would comment on that too. Not being smart. I just love you and miss you and wish you were here. So that's why I'm talking to you. All right, guys. So we put these brake shoes or the brake pads in the back of this El Camino. We did this bed liner not too long ago. We're going to show you in an upcoming video how to do this. But it's awesome stuff, and it's very durable. It's sound deadening, and it's like rubberized coating. It's awesome, and we'll do a video on that upcoming. But anyway, I was just showing you. We put them in here because it's so hot in here. These are now dry. You can see they're like dark red, so they're ready to go on the car. Just a tip.
So you're gonna put the red towards the outside. Here you see it through the hole of the caliper, and then you're just gonna set it in. And try not to touch the red stuff with anything. And then push it in.
It's going to go up a little.
And then compress it to the caliper.
Yeah, you can see that the brake quiet got squeezed in there perfect. Nice, and that'll keep it from vibrating and making noise and squealing when you hit the brake. Cool. Alright, well, go ahead and put it on.
And then when you go to put it on, you want to make sure there's a good space in between.
Turn.
And
There you go.
make sure with
Slide it down a little, it's hitting the top. There you go.
there you go. Now that I'm in, you take the bolt. Also, with putting the caliper back on, you want to make sure that the rotor is compressed very tight. Alright guys, so this is going to be the back brake or pad. So this is the red stuff is going to be facing towards the car. This hook is actually going to be faced to the end of your vehicle where the taillights are. So to put it in, you're going to just set it in. And then if you kind of notice, it's kind of like a puzzle piece. So you're just gonna fix it, push it on in there. Make sure the red stuff doesn't hit anything, and then compress it to the caliper to make sure everything is secure.
Perfect. Good job, Alan.
And the same thing for this side.
You can actually see it's squeezed up nice, and the brake quiet is sticky and it just sticks to it and then keeps it from vibrating and the brake squeaking. All right. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a shout out. Look at those those rotors through that wheel. Isn't that sweet? I don't know if you noticed, but on the other side we have a mismatching wheel, and we have not been able to find this model wheel really anywhere. So if you guys happen to know where we can get one of those wheels, please put in a comment below. And you can see right here that they're actually called Nietzsche, N-I-C-H-E. It's upside down, obviously. I'll turn it around.
I think it's like M36 or something like that.
What's that, Ellie?
I think it's a model like M36 or something like that.
Model M36, she thinks. Anyway, if you guys know if you got anyone's got a wheel that matches that, we'd like to purchase it from you if you got an extra one. Thank you. So you want to make sure you put your brake cap back on the reservoir, and you can see how much it came up, and there'll be fluid that'll go back in. Once you squeeze the brakes, it'll go back to normal. All right. Stay tuned, guys, to an upcoming episode. We're going to actually show you how to clean these up and polish them out and make them crystal clear again. Once you get them snugged up, guys, you want to get the car on the ground a little bit. Once it's tight, then lower it so the wheels are just touching, like it's still got jack pressure on it right now, and then snug them up, and then lower it all the way down and then make sure they're all the way tight. And you don't want to over tighten them because you could snap that bolt off, especially with a big wrench like that. And she's got lock lugs on here, so we need a special wrench to fit the lock lugs. That's probably good. There we go. Again, you want to do a star pattern. So now all the weight's on the car, and they're all tight. We're ready to roll. Going for a ride. All right. Make sure you pump the brakes. Go ahead. Sounds good. If you want to see some of the upcoming episodes and some of our other videos where we're working on some other cool cars, please tune in and subscribe and look at some of the other stuff we have going on. Let me just flip the camera around here real quick. Guys, I also wanted to show you this C10. This is the next project we're going to do. We're going to take the bed off. It's got a little issue with the frame. We're going to straighten the frame. We're going to move the gas tank to the back, hide the gas tank fill. Brakes are working. Look at the mountains. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful day here in Southern California. Anyway, this is the next project we'll be working on. This has a big block in it too, 454. Let's see right there. It's gonna be a fun build. So stay tuned if you like C10s also. Thanks, guys. Project we're working on at 67 El Camino. Looking sweet. It's running good. Just had a little hiccup back here. So we're working on fixing this. We're going to do all metal fabrication. And believe it or not, we're going to get that totally restored. So the other cool car we're working on. It's hard to see right now because it's all blacked out. But it's our 67 SS 496 Chevelle, and you can actually see it on there. It's our logo, front end of our logo. There's an interior shot. We're gonna just put some temporary gauges in our last video. You can go online and check this one out, and it's gonna look like this when we're done. This is our SEMA build for 2020. Hopefully they have it in November, or we are able to make it. So thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate your patronage, and if you haven't, again, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.